Okay, so what are the problem of successful conservation? Not only for successful conservation, but if you want to actually to control a population, okay, apply to all, okay, particularly mammal. We talk about this and mammal. Okay, so sometimes conservation practices have been too successful. So means that those are already critical endangered because of the captive breeding is beyond when we release it back to the natural habitat. The natural habitat cannot sustain their growth, because you still remember that when we prepare or restore back the habitat, we remove their predator. So means that with no predator, they will grow more, right? Overgrow, because they don't have. So what will happen here is their number beyond the capacity of the ecosystem to sustain this number. So means that they are going to destroy the habitat, not by humans, but by them, this captive bred animal. So what we can overcome the problem of the successful conservations, the first way we use the culling, basically we kill them. Okay, but when you kill them, it's a normal practice, but it will increase or it will cause some emotions that people will see that, oh, how you, I mean, how you can actually, how can you kill the animal? Okay, we captively breed them already, and then now you're going to kill them, right? So this is one of the major issues when we talk about the killing, kill them. Okay, then to overcome these, what we can do, we can transfer the animal to a place where there are small population. For example, instead of releasing the animal all to one region, okay, what we can do actually, if they are overgrown already, we transport some of them to a new habitat, or to some habitats that actually have small population. But as I said, that transferring of this animal to a new place, we won't be able to make sure that animal will be well adapted. That's one. Second, also transportation incurs the cost. Okay, it's expensive to transport the animal, okay, from one regions or one habitat to another habitats. Okay, so we do have this a third method called birth control method. So male wild mammal are sedated and their sperm ducts are cut, or called vasectomy. So basically reduce. I mean, we don't do for all male, but we actually can reduce it by half. I mean, maybe half of the male, they are having this, what we call the vasectomy. Or for female, we can give them the chemical contraceptive, which is vaccine. Now, slightly different compared to the humans, the female oral contraceptive. For female humans, a female will take the pill. We're going to discuss about this in next two topics. Okay, the oral contraceptive pill. Okay, but for the animal, we won't be able to feed them every day. Okay, oral contraceptive pill. What we can do actually, we give them some form of the vaccine to target the region surrounding the layer of the glycoprotein around the egg. We call zona pellucida. This zona pellucida actually contains a sperm receptor, the ZP receptor. Now, look at this. We haven't learned about this yet. So when you look at this, the ovum actually surrounded by a layer of the cells called zona pellucida. A layer. So at this zona pellucida, they do have a receptor called a sperm receptor. Allow the sperm to bind, okay, and then fertilize the eggs. So what we're going to do here is we create the vaccine so that this immune system of the mammal will produce the antibody to bind to this receptor. When it binds to this receptor, basically means that the sperm cells cannot bind, and they reduce the fertility of or reduce the chance for the sperm to penetrate and fertilize the egg. And this provide a long-term, long-term contraceptions compared to the human we take the pill. Okay, always imagine how we're going to do this and give the pill every day to the animal. Impossible. So we do a long-term. So this is better because we do not need to kill the animal, right? So the chemical contraceptions or contraceptives, which is a vaccines to treat the regions surrounding the layer of the glycoprotein around the egg here. Okay, so it's called zona pellucida. The vaccine stimulate the immune system that produce antibody against this glycoprotein. So this antibody attached to the glycoprotein around the female-owned eggs, blocking the sperm from fertilizing the egg. Okay, then it won't create the emotional that, oh yeah, we killed the animal. Okay. So with this, we have complete the topic biodiversity.